Next is Venus, or the case of to click on Venus. At this time, as before, Mercury and Earth should be hidden and the light ray should move towards Venus. Also, when the ray collides with Venus, the ray is destroyed and the distance from the Sun to Venus should be displayed in light minutes. Here too, we need to create the code as before. So let's duplicate the code created for Mercury. First, I right-click on the When Mercury is Click code block like this and duplicate it. Drag the duplicated code block down like this. Let's duplicate the rest of the code again. I also duplicate the When Sprite Ray collides with Mercury code block as before. Let's drag the duplicated code block to the end of the code like this. Okay. Now let's change the necessary parts of this code, adjust the code to suit the occasion of clicking on Venus. First, let's replace Mercury with Venus in the When Mercury is Click code block. I click on this arrow and select Venus. Now we need to hide Mercury and Earth. Therefore, let's keep the Hide Earth code block like this and select Mercury instead of Venus in the Hide Venus code block. Next, as before, the light ray is created. There is no need to change the height, width and speed of the ray, but it is necessary to change the direction of the ray. Earlier, the ray was directed towards Mercury. Now the ray should be directed towards Venus. Let's select Venus here instead of Mercury in the point component towards code block. Okay, now let's see the next part. At this point, the light ray needs to collide with Venus. So let's replace Mercury with Venus in the When Sprite Ray collides with Mercury code block. It is also necessary to make Sprite Venus time visible here. So I click on this arrow and change the sprite to Sprite Venus time. At this point, the light ray is destroyed as before. After another second, Mercury and Earth will become visible, and let's hide Sprite Venus time. I click on this arrow and select Mercury instead of Venus. Again, Sprite Venus time is given here. Okay, so far we have finished creating the code for clicking on Mercury and also for clicking on Venus.